Hey y'all, I just want to share with y'all the revelation that I just had. It, start, it started me scrolling on Facebook. I was finna leave campus and I just sat in my car for a minute and just scrolled on Facebook to like decompress. Or should I say distract, because that's not decompressing. But anyways, not too much. I'm self-aware. Yeah, and I see Ashley Tisdale and Debbie Ryan singing Say My Name, My Destiny's Child. That's not what the video is about. But it reminded me of Tory Lane's Say My Name remix. Because that's the version that I would listen to. And because for those who don't know, I don't listen to secular music for real. Like that took like a year and a half to like completely, stop listening to it. But so I'm like, ooh, I was like, ooh, I used to love, Say My Name by Tory Lanez. That's just the version that I prefer. And I listened to it driving back home, and it made me think of Trey Songz. And then I went to Trey Songz. He had this song. Oh my gosh, he had this song called "Blessed." I have a cold, so my voice is nasally. But he says, not too much. Let me not sing it. But the lyrics are, "Now tell me, God, how could you love me after all this sex? How could you love me after all these drugs? How could I be the one to feel so blessed? Oh, thank you. I had to get it off my chest." And I was like, and I just thought, like, I just paused it and I thought about it. I'm like, yeah. Like, listen, because, like, I listened to it then. Like, I was Trey's Angel, Team Breeze, and all that. But, which I've always loved them. I just, don't listen to them as much. I just pray for them now. But it's like, now that I'm in my walk with Christ, I'm looking at it like, that's true. Like, because, I was doing all the things, it was a lifestyle. And now that I'm out of that lifestyle, and it's like, you still loved me while I was in that lifestyle. You still love Trey Songz. And I'm like, man, Trey Songz, because he has such a beautiful voice. I know we make jokes about it. He's just unique. And it's like, imagine him singing gospel. Like, imagine that being a gospel song. Like, if you could change it, like, a raw, you even got to make it, appropriate. Like, you could talk to God how you talk to him, like, no matter where you at in life. Like, how could you love me after all of that? I did this, I did that. And why do I still feel so blessed? Because he loves us, like, even in that lifestyle, And then it's like, okay, listening to that song reminds me of who I was dealing with at that time. Well, I said it reminds me of who I was with at that time. And I said, well, God, I wasn't actually with them because we was a boyfriend and girlfriend, but we was like a situationship. And, you got situationships, you got friends with benefits. And then it's like, I'm talking with God out loud in the car. I'm like, I've never been in a relationship until you. Because I remember I was with my friend, we was at Effort Bowl probably like last month celebrated her new job. She was like, she said, you never had a real relationship or a real boyfriend. I said, no. And it's like, and it made me think about that. And so like now I'm saying out loud, like, my first relationship is with God. And I started to cry. My first real relationship is with God. And because, I wasn't like, okay, not to be all over the place, but it's just the fact that he's teaching me. He won't leave me, it's not, it's just so much that I realized, like, I'm taking things slow with him. Like, I'm taking things slow, and I feel safe with him. it's not in, trying to fill this void. Like, he is the source, it just feel pure, and he's teaching me about myself, and I'm learning about him. Well, we're not learning each other because he already knows me, but I'm learning about him, and he's revealing things to me about me. So like, I'm learning about him, and I'm learning myself, and it's like I just feel so safe. I don't have to worry about him doing this or that, like anyone else would. Like, I don't have to worry about going through those things again that I went through in those situationships. And because he'll never leave me or forsake me, and God is love. So if I ever told someone, I only told that one person that I loved them, he's like, no, you don't. And it's like, it's God is love, and love never fails. And so all of those were just attachment. Like, we say we love somebody, but like, just attachment. You're just attached. And but yeah, it was just like, it really, like, I really just realized my first real relationship is with God. I talk to him every day. I try to spend, intimate time with him. And then, like, it wasn't like, I wasn't like shaming myself, like, oh, I used to do this thing. Like, I'm not ashamed of it anymore. It's just that, like, wow, you still loved me through those things. I wasn't like tempted to listen to secular music. It was just like, I got a revelation out of that. And it was very intentional, like, but it was just that, like, my first real relationship is with God. Like, it's just like a wow. Just wow. And it's like, I realized, yeah, being in a relationship with him is preparing me, for when he releases me into my marriage, my husband, whoever that may be. He's teaching me how to be in a relationship, and a healthy one. This is the most healthy relationship I've ever been in with God. He doesn't just, well, he uses me, but he doesn't just use me and throw me. He the only man I let use me, but but for real, he doesn't just use me and throw me away, or like use me just for this just or that. But it's like, no, he values me. He values me. He loves me more than I could ever love myself, ever, 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 ever. He first loved me. Like, it's just the purest form of love that you can get from anyone. You can only get from God. Only God can love me like that. But this is my first real relationship is with God. It's February, the month of love, and yeah, I'm in love with God. When I first came to God, I said, hey, what led me to take my walk seriously 2 or 3 years ago was 3 years ago was heartbreak. And I said, okay, I gotta see you how you see me. And so, like, I started with self-love journey. And I'm like, you can't love yourself, if you don't know who created you. So that turned into, getting to know him and what he says about you, And so, yeah, I just want to share that. My first real relationship is with God. Like, I love him so much because he first loved me. Yeah. This is a forever love. This is the real love that Mary J. Blige was searching for. But yeah, I just want to share that revelation. This is 10 minutes long. I'm sorry. But I pray that helps someone and prompts someone to, actually want to start a relationship with God. It's the best thing that you could ever do. It's the best thing. The most healing thing that you could ever do. Hey, man.